Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. In today's video, let's take a look at Injective, which I have recently added as one of my top cryptos that I am loading up on ahead of hopefully what will be the upcoming bull run for 2024, 2025. Before we dive on into this, I do want to give the normal disclaimer. This is not financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. I am not a financial advisor, but let's go ahead and dive right into this. I'm really excited about this video. So Injective. First of all, I want to give you a kind of a picture of what I'm looking at with different layer ones. And so layer one cryptos, I just made a video on Internet Computer yesterday. I am going to cover NEAR and Caspa in later videos, not Casper, but Caspa in later videos. And I have a list here of layer one cryptos that I think have some possibility of hitting an $80 billion market cap. And this is in order of what I think would have the highest probability. So why $80 billion? Well, that is where Solana peaked in market cap last bull run. Solana was a huge winner, another layer one, huge winner for the last bull run. And I'm looking at certain cryptocurrencies and I'm looking at, well, can any of these do what Solana did last time? And I want to be clear. All right, I'm not having Avalanche in here or Solana because it's not too far-fetched to just assume that those will go up to $80 billion. Who knows about Avalanche? Solana is already at $50 billion at the day that I'm making this video. Avalanche peaked at $28 billion. That's not a wild guess, but these are ones that, I mean, if they got up to 80 billion, looking at their current market caps, you can do very well for yourself. Highest probability, in my opinion, is Internet Computer. Its market cap is currently double that of Injective. So number two, I would say, is Injective. And I'm going to give you reasons why I prefer Injective over NEAR, even though I'm bullish on NEAR, but over NEAR for this coming year. But NEAR would be number three. And then Caspa. Caspa, I think, is a little bit of a long shot at 2.4 billion to go to $80 billion, but sure, it is within the realm of possibility. And so looking at these four, another thing that I want to tell you is that there in the top 100, there are so many layer ones. There is so much competition. I actually expect these four to outperform some of the smaller layer ones in existence. I'm picturing like an Elrond or now Multiverse X. I'm also picturing something like a Zilliqa. There's so many others I could mention, but I think these four are actually going to outperform those from where they are right now to their peaks. So I'm very bullish for the most part, on Internet Computer, Injective, NEAR, and Caspa. So with that in mind, why Injective? Why do I have it over NEAR with a bigger market cap? Let's get into that. So Injective, first thing I want to point out here, Injective has already surpassed its 2021 all-time high, which is pretty amazing. That's fantastic. And then if you even look at the market cap, it's even more so because, Injective supply has inflated a decent amount. Forward looking, it's not as bad, but rear looking, it has inflated a lot. And its market cap peaked at 600 million in the fall of 2021. And now it's already over 3 billion, 3.5 billion, or got above 3.5 billion at one point. And so what is going on? What would cause Injective to put in a new all-time high before the Bitcoin halving and be such a major player in this space? What would do that? Well, there's two other cryptocurrencies that are in similar positions, and I have identified what I believe is a common theme between them. So we have Injective, price, market cap. The first one that I want to point out is OKB. OKB is currently in all-time high territory, just like Injective. And then we also have MX, MEXC, the MX token. MX did a double peak close to its all-time high, and there is a common theme between these three. And here's what it is. The thing that Injective has in common with these other cryptos is that they are all filling some kind of void. So OKB, big in China, filling the Binance void. Not that Binance has collapsed or anything like that, but there is certain levels of fear, uncertainty, and doubt with Binance. And Binance is a behemoth. So for Binance to lose even like 5% of its market share means that something like OKB can fill that very well and can reach a new all-time high even before the big bull run that most people are expecting. The other thing, MEXC, MX, filling the KuCoin void. So KuCoin, I'm still heartbroken over this. KuCoin was my go-to non-KYC platform. And of course, they changed to KYC. And now I still have some stuff on KuCoin, but I can't trade it. I can't do futures trading, anything like that. I can only sell what I have and or transfer what I have out of there. So OKB and MEXC are filling a void, which is why they both were able to reach all-time highs. So what's the deal with Injective? Well, in my opinion, I think this is facts actually. Injective is also filling a void. And to understand what void they're filling, you've got to understand what is Injective. And if I were to put all the pieces together to kind of define what Injective is, would be my definition. You've got a little bit of Celsius, a little bit of Bybit, Bitfinex, BlockFi, Compound, Aave. We've got DeFi, we've got lending, we've got derivatives, all of these things put together. And that's the beautiful thing about Injective is that it's got elements of all of these and it's all in one place. And so look at some of these, some of these are doing just fine today. Aave and Compound are doing just fine. Bybit and Bitfinex doing just fine. But what about Celsius and BlockFi? So really this void that Celsius and BlockFi have created, and also a little bit of the void that KuCoin has created, that void is being filled somewhat by Injective. And that is why I believe that Injective has done so well and reached a new all-time high, just like OKB and just like MEXC. So moving on, given all of that information, it makes it a little bit more difficult to measure where Injective is going to peak based off of two of my favorite metrics. Number one, market cap dominance, looking at historical market cap dominance at least. You can't do that because Injective is currently at a 0.18% market cap dominance and it's peaked at 2% very recently. Back before in 2021, the market cap dominance peaked at something like 0.002%, something like that, or 0.2%. 0.02%, excuse me. All right, so 0.02%, it's already peaked at 0.2%. Historic market cap dominance isn't going to be helpful because I'm not looking to determine, all right, is it going to be like it was in 2021? No, absolutely not for Injective. Another thing that I can't really do is I can't really assess this based on fib charts. And I love assessing this based on fib charts because it is an extreme rarity for a cryptocurrency to go beyond its 4.236 fib, at least after the 2018 alt season. So 2021, you were hard pressed to find many cryptocurrencies aside from like a Dogecoin or a BNB that went beyond a 4.236 fib retrace. With Injective, I think it's very safe to assume that this price is going beyond its 4.236 fib. It makes sense given everything I've said, given the void that's been filled, given the fact that it's already gone beyond its 1.618 retrace. So two of my favorite metrics are out right now, as of right now. So I'm down to two options. Option number one is looking forward and trying to assess where forward-looking market cap dominance is going to be based on a total crypto market cap peak. I believe that the total crypto market cap is going to peak at about $7 trillion. Some people have challenged me on that. Some say 6 trillion. Others say that I'm being way too conservative. They're thinking 10 to 12 trillion. I'm going to stick with 7. And if my prices are too low, so be it. So if 20% is the peak, 0.2% is the peak in Injective's market cap dominance at a 7 trillion total one market cap, that gives us a price. It gives us a $14 billion market cap and a price of $166.15. So here's the question we need to ask ourselves. Is this market cap dominance the peak? It seems to me like, no, this is not going to be the peak in market cap dominance, the 0.2%, that it's going to go higher in terms of market cap dominance, even as the rest of the crypto market goes crazy. So maybe this is still too conservative, but I'm giving it a potential of reaching a 0.4% market cap dominance. Again, 7 trillion total one market cap. That gives us a $28 billion market cap, a $32.30 Injective price in a normal crypto bull run scenario. And so I always want to emphasize this in all of my videos, a normal crypto bull run. 2024 is going to be an incredibly difficult year to navigate. And will we have a normal crypto bull run? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we'll front run it and peak a little early, or maybe there's going to be a recession. Money printer is going to get turned on, and a little bit, down the road, further than what most people are thinking, that's going to be the bull run when the money printer gets turned on, maybe in late 2025 or early 2026 or something like that, which I know nobody wants to hear, but that is in my mind as a possibility. So under a normal crypto bull run scenario, this is my price, $332.30. I want to give you one more scenario. So what if our wildest dreams come true with Injective? Because I am bullish on Injective. So let's go ahead and assume I wouldn't be surprised if there were two layer one cryptos that did what Solana and Luna did last cycle. Luna peaked around the same market cap as Solana. And so what if there are two? Let's say Internet Computer is one of them. Maybe there's another one, and maybe that one is Injective. Maybe Injective would actually get to $80 billion. Well, in that case, we're seeing a $949.38 Injective based off of today's supply, which it seems like it's flatlined. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I want to caution you, if that's where you're targeting Injective and that you're not going to sell anything until it gets to that price, listen, I am exiting long before it gets to this price. I am exiting closer to my first, some at my first price target, $166.15, but a great deal at the second price target. I will have some if it gets to this point, but I'm not waiting because I'm very much content with a 10 or 20x from where Injective is today. But anyway, that is all I have for today. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you think it's possible that we could get to an $80 billion market cap with Injective? Wow. Or do you think that my price target even is just too high, the $322? Or do you think that's too low? I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you got value from this content, please go ahead and smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section, all for the algorithm. It really does help me grow this channel. And I am going to be here every day at 6 a.m. Eastern time. So stay tuned for the next video. Until then, I will see you in another video. Peace.